Hey guys, welcome to Ethan's Garage. I am very excited to do some DC car spotting today. It's a beautiful day here, and I picked a different neighborhood today, and so far, I haven't filmed anything yet, the stuff here is wild. So, this is going to be a good one. Let's dive right in. So over here is one of the best G-Wagons I've seen in ages. A two-door. First of all, nice Mercedes wagon. But check this thing out. It's a G320. This is probably one of the gray market imports. Actually, I think that's the company that used to import them in the 90s before they were actually officially imported by Mercedes. This thing is an absolute beauty. Is it manual? Nope, auto. Look at that. I'm in love. So in one of my videos years ago, I went to a car show, like a Cars and Coffee up in Maryland, and there was an Alfa Romeo with Diplomat plates. That was one of these cars. It was a Euro only car, not illegal in the US. And I haven't seen another case of that in a while, until now. I was actually just in Europe last week, and kind of made me a double take because these are everywhere there. Mercedes A-Class. These are something you never ever see in the US. This is going to be one of the most impressive finds I've had in the US in a while. And also, right here in the front, this car has the green zone sticker from Germany, which is required for being in any German cities currently with all their crazy eco rules. So to keep up the pace of incredibly impressive car spotting here in DC from that Mercedes A-Class, which is funny that a Mercedes A-Class is a special car spotting. If this was Europe, it'd be so totally forgettable. But here, very impressive. Check this beauty out. Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. And even from Rolls-Royce Beverly Hills. Wild to see what kind of stuff is street parked sometimes. And this is just such a perfect Rolls-Royce spec. The vinyl roof, all the chrome. I've always loved this navy blue paint color on these Rolls-Royces. Beautiful car. You know, I'm really starting to wonder why I've never done car spotting in this neighborhood before. It's fantastic. Like, check this out. X4M competition. And SQ5. And the fun continues. Right here is a beautiful 992 911. Looks like it has some damage on there, but hey, that's what you get when it's a city car. Actually, I like the way they did the license plate on that. It's a nice little setup. Some good stuff down here too. GLE 53 AMG right there. And not overly special, but it's always kind of rare to see these E350 Blue Tech, aka diesel E-classes. Over here's where the real good stuff is though. Very nice. This is one of the, I think, 80s Jeep Wagoneers, which I believe is credited to be one of the first kind of luxury SUVs. And this is also pretty fun. Both these are not in fantastic shape, but definitely fun cars nonetheless. And shout out to the best trim of the Macan GTS, with a ton of bird poop. And of course I can never pass up the chance to admire a nice E30 BMW 3 Series. And it's manual too. Perfect. 325. Very nice color and spec on the Audi Q3 here. I just must admit, now that I'm back in the US, I certainly miss the RS Q3, which is everywhere in Europe. I'm liking the frequency of these Mercedes wagons in this neighborhood. Very good taste. So I've been very curious when I've been filming these videos. Do you guys prefer when I spot weird things, cheap and odd things, supercars? Kind of what type of stuff that I spot do you guys prefer I look for? And right here is one of my favorite BMW generations ever. The E38 7 Series. Such a perfect looking car, honestly. M50i X7. Honestly, one of the best fun family cars out there. What a cool looking store. Nice mural. Everything. And here's another somewhat interesting find. This is the, I think, first ever one of these new second generation Porsche Macan EVs I've actually seen in America. When I was in Europe last week, a decent number of them there, and actually I did see these pre-production testing in Vegas last year, but first time in the US for the production version. Right here is another very rare sighting, the Chrysler 300 SRT8. That is a baller American car right there. These old Chevy S10s are a rare sighting these days. Charming vehicles though, and I like the boxiness. What's your guess for what's under the cover? I'm going with Porsche Boxster. I can see one of my favorite cars over there in the distance, so I'm gonna go find that. But first, another GLE 53. Do you guys like these things? I'm kind of mixed in them. And here we go, Maserati Gran Turismo. I absolutely adore this Pininfarina design. I must say, I know these are unreliable, but I really, really want to get one of these someday. Maybe even soon. Or maybe not. We'll see. Nice little Abarth right here, and it has the correct transmission, which is nice. Looks like this guy here has a taste for fancy EVs. I personally think the Cadillac Lyriq is terrible looking, but the Porsche Taycan is, in my opinion, one of the best looking Porsches ever. I'm loving the gold paint in this Mini. Nice when there's some different paint options out there. And another nice paint color, this nice burgundy on this Panamera. We've got another nice E38 BMW right here. And across the street, oh, this very nice 3-spoke wheel Saab 900 Turbo. Another car under a car cover. I wonder what this one is. Maybe an old, probably like an old SL or something. These things are actually kind of interesting. Right at the end of making the Chevy Spark, they made this the Chevy Spark Active, which was their way of making it into like a mini tiny crossover thing, because of course Americans cannot fathom a hatchback and have to have it as a crossover. They also sold this as an Opel over in Europe. Very similar to the Chevy Spark Active is this actually right here, the Bolt EUV. Same exact scenario. Bolt sales were going down, so they made it a crossover with basically no changes. I like these new modernist houses, but it's kind of funny the way this one integrates into the rest of the houses in the block. Certainly stands out. Nice Audi S4 right here, and then right over there is a Thunderbird. And there it is, there's the Thunderbird. It has a Jag V8. And to add on to the Benz wagons from earlier, here's another one, but this one's a little bit newer. I don't know about this one, but some of these had a third row that popped up, which I thought was cool. A somewhat rare find, Range Rover Evoque convertible. Ooh, another nice one. Audi SQ8, basically the baby Urus. Right here we have an interesting but controversial car. The most recent generation, which I think would be like maybe 6th or 7th generation Ford Thunderbird from I think like 2004 roughly. Unique cars. BMW M4 convertible right here. I've always liked the hood bulge they put on these. This is kind of weird. I don't know if I've ever seen this green color on one of these Honda Pilots before. Very odd. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little jaunt around DC. I know I definitely have. And honestly, there's been some genuinely very interesting and distinct finds today. So, anyways though, stay tuned for more videos and check out some of the old ones. I've been to some cool places and found some cool stuff. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.